What's up, guys? My name is Julio RP on Instagram, Julio Hernandez. So welcome to my channel. Sorry if I sound kind of like allergic. I just started sneezing, and yeah. So this YouTube channel is dedicated to helping window tinters, clear bra shops, anyone who really wants to be in the automotive paint protection and detailing industry. My channel is going to be geared towards that, and also marketing my own business, rptinting.com in Lodi, California. So right now we are actually shooting from my personal desk here at the shop. This is actually kind of set up in our window tinting school, so this is going to be coming out pretty soon here. We'll talk about that later. But this video is also geared toward kind of an introduction. This is kind of something that a lot of people will click on because of the numbers, obviously. So I'm going to show you guys my numbers personally, what we have made this year in 2018 and what we have accumulated since 2017, and kind of what we have learned and what we've done and how I can assist you guys and what I've done to be able to make this kind of money in such a short amount of time. Many people don't know this, but I've only been in the industry for, I think I got trained in like March, July, it was like May of last year, and I barely kind of got into the industry. I went full force, like head on. Like I did not really think about things. I just kind of went for it. I spent a lot of money that I shouldn't have spent. I learned a lot of things, and I also, sorry, one second. Okay guys, sorry, that was a customer calling. Had to answer that. But anyways guys, so I'm going to show you guys a quick screenshot of my sales, and it's going to be on my phone through QuickBooks. So from what I saw, we have accumulated so far since last year. So this year, from January 1st to September 12th, 2018, we have done 136.8 thousand in sales. I'm hoping and I'm estimating for the end of this year that we can hit somewhere around 180 to 200,000. And from last year, from when we started, from let's say September of last year, so September 12th, 2017 to September 12th, 2018, we have hit 162.7 thousand in sales. And yeah guys, so basically obviously that is not all profit. When I first started, you know, I made definitely a lot of mistakes, a lot of film wasted, a lot of things going on, but we're in the profits. We are still here. I have been able to basically, without a degree, without a college education. I went to college for 2 years, but I dropped out. I basically was able to start from my car. I was able to save up and go from, well, I started in my garage, so I would just do my friends' cars. Then I was able to market to, bigger markets. I was able to market to local, people who were 20 minutes away from me who wanted the cars tinted, so I would just go to their houses and tint their cars there. And that's the best way I recommend people starting up, is starting locally, like in your garage if you can, or driving from garage to garage, because you don't need a lot of tools to get this business started. It is a stressful business. It is not easy. It's not something you can do without really not knowing what you're doing. Something that I definitely recommend you get the right training, the right support staff behind you, which I wish I would have had, but I didn't. I kind of learned on my own. And to be successful in this business, you definitely need the right training and the right systems. But it's really not that hard. So how I generated that much income in such a short amount of time really comes down to a couple things. One was personal branding. Two, obviously hard work. Three, working smarter and not harder. Well, I mean, I work hard, but working smarter and harder. And also learning current marketing and being able to upsell with strategic heat walls and investing into yourself, because that's a big thing. Even now I still do that. I mean, you see this setup, super unnecessary, but that's investing into my business. As you guys can see, I'm going to turn this around so you guys can kind of get an idea. This is actually our cutting table and the room that we're building for our tint school. Still not done yet, but I'm gonna walk you guys around the shop. We're closed right now, but I'm making a video. Thought it'd be a good idea to bring this with me. Now let me actually take this off the camera stand so you guys can see. All right, so I guess now it's time for vlogging. So all of our lights are off right now, but okay, so here we have a very large truck. This is actually almost a $7,000 job. So it's gonna be done in the next, I think a week and a half. It needs some paint correction, but this is more of the higher level stuff that, you know, it's not easy work. It's clear bra, ceramic tint. I mean, it's the whole 9 yards. So this is actually my shop here in Lodi. I'll walk you through here. Here is all my tools, my pressure washers, and here is all of my materials, really well organized. Now, basically to explain what's going on in this is a full stealth clear bra, literally the entire thing being clear bra. It's a pretty cool job. Something that is obviously harder to get and you kind of need a shop, but you don't necessarily need a shop. I didn't have a shop when I started all this. So this is my sales room. So this is a heat wall demo that I saw from an inspiration in Vegas, and I built it. Now this is really my strongest sell point. Basically here I have my color stable regular films that retail for about $225 to $350, to my ceramic line which retails from $425 to almost $700. So this is, you know, obviously a nice way to brand myself, a nice way to kind of show people what I got going on. And this is a 2,500 square foot warehouse. I started renting it when I was 21 years old. Sorry, 22? I don't even know. I think 22. My lease, I just renewed it, so it's been a year. So guys, our average is between 500 to I think like 1,500 that we make a day, depending on the weather, depending on the time, and you know, obviously that varies, but we're only year one. So I will next year hopefully make around 450 to 750,000 in sales with the right systems in place. But year one, it's going really good. I think we're on track to make about 200,000 in sales. And in this business, it is a good, very good profit margins. You know, I started off by myself, but I did have other guys I employed. They did not make the cut. So now we only have one guy that actually is still with me that works full time. So this business, it definitely helps to have another person, but you don't have to necessarily start with someone else. Now, for branding purposes, I have branded my business to look extremely professional. rptain.com. If you look at other shops that have been open for 10 years, 15 years, they take forever to grow and don't really make that much money, and they don't really get that high-end clientele that you want because they don't know how to brand themselves. Branding to me is the most important part of business, because if you don't have a good brand, no one is gonna look at your stuff. If you look at these really high-end markets and high-end businesses like Tesla, they look like a really expensive but simple business that they have just mastered the branding. People are like, what is that? It looks so clean, it looks so expensive. As opposed to cheaper products and cheaper markets, they look too flashy, too showy. I like everything very simple. So if you do start a tint business, I highly recommend using very minimal marketing, very minimal branding, very minimal logo. It always just, in my opinion, works a lot better. As you can tell, everything I really do is a lot, you know, it's really simple. So it tends to get the message across, and you know, there's a reason I didn't call my business Hernandez, my last name, Window Tint, or Hernandez Automotive Tint, whatever. Not that that's not, you know, good, but there's a reason that I did not choose that market. I'm going for the expensive clients who are willing to bring their cars, who are willing to pay $400 to $1,000 just for a tint job, and they're willing to put PPF on their cars for $6,000 and up. So that is really, you know, step number one, your personal branding. Number two, definitely the setup that your shop has is going to make a big impact on the overall clientele that comes in and the overall branding and again, marketing that you're going to be putting out there to, you know, the world. People are very quick to judge on what they see. So your website design, your shop setup, the lighting, everything is really important. And even right now, I'm going to remodel my shop, spending money, like I said, in the beginning you're gonna spend a lot of money. I don't like spending, in this room, remodeling it and getting the door panels and doing everything I need to do. I'm spending thousands of dollars that I could use on selfish things like buying myself clothes or buying other things I want. But if you want your business to survive, you gotta reinvest and find ways to fine tune and make your business the best that you can think of. So even if year one, you're just kind of removing that money and investing into yourself, that's fine. You're gonna profit, but what I'm saying is you gotta be able to kind of breach that expensive market, which is where you want to be. Step number 3, investing in your marketing. So I work with a graphic designer on all my marketing. I don't build my logo, I don't do any of that. I work with a guy named Luis, which I'll leave his link below. If you want someone to really work with you on high-end branding and really get your name out there, he's really great to work with. I've been working with him ever since my first company ever. And he helped me take this business from, I think I had like $300 in the bank to literally we're at $160,000 in sales, and we're only in our first year of business. So, he can help you really take your business to that, 5, 10, 15 X level, and that's someone you want to work with, or just finding someone who can build you, a really nice high-end logo and kind of take what's in your head and put it into, reality. So step number 3, where did I say on this one? Learning how to use Instagram and social media marketing. So my Instagram is right here. You'll see it has, I think, about like 5,500 followers, and my personal one has about 25,000 followers. So these are the current markets that people really look at, especially for cars. I do a very good job at, I think, marketing, branding, people being in front of people so they can see me, and that has brought a lot of customers. Having 5,500 followers on Instagram, and less than a year since we started our Instagram, it really makes people trust your shop a lot more, and it shows people that you actually care about marketing and branding your car. Separating your shop from looking like all the other shops is really what has helped me. Even those guys who have 5, 10, 15, 20 years more experience, I definitely have the, I would say, eyes of the people, and I'm definitely one of the first ones they consider when bringing their car to get taken care of. Another thing is really caring about your customers and really understanding that one person you burn, it's gonna follow you. So if you know that, okay, I could have taken that film off and done another install. There was dirt on this car and I should have taken out, I should have done a better job prepping the car. I should have, taken more time to contact that client and send them our quote and be really attentive to them, and just speak on the phone a lot clearer, and be as good in a mood as possible when speaking to customers and when dealing with people. Sometimes, customers want to talk and keep talking and keep talking. And sometimes, if you have the time, you just got to make it work. You got to find a way to get that client to recommend you to 5 of their friends, 10 of their friends. And our business has scaled so much because of how we treat our customers. If you look at our reviews, I think we have over like 140 5-star reviews, but only like 85 or 86 of them show right now. We've been able to accumulate that many reviews that are positive reviews in 1 year. That obviously, you're gonna have a couple that are not good, but you can't make everyone happy. But generally, about 95% of our reviews are 5-star reviews, and I think on Google we have 5-star reviews. I don't think we have a bad comment on there. So investing into advertising with main companies is good. Facebook advertising, Instagram story advertising, all of that stuff is very, very good. And I'm gonna try to see if I can find a link or show you guys my advertisements. But yeah, guys, so that investing into your people. So if you're working by yourself, you're gonna notice it's a lot of stress and it's not easy, but when you walk out of that job with 225 or 425 in your hand, it feels really good. And that's good, but over time, if you want to grow quicker, yes, you got to invest into someone on payroll or commission, whatever you decide. So my workers and the people that work with me know I am not cheap at all. I take care of my people before I take care of myself. When I first started the business, I think I didn't even pay myself for months or almost like 6 months. I literally just reinvested it, and finally now I'm able to finally take care of myself and do stuff and have my own place and have my own car and all that stuff I bought, you know, or rented and got. You know, I'm proud of it, and I'm able to reinvest, and I'm still investing into the business. But investing into that first person who's going to help you, you got to make sure he's really detailed. You got to make sure he's not lazy. He's going to wake up on time. He's going to get to work on time, and he's going to ultimately care for your shop as much as he cares for him, basically as if it was his. You gotta really figure that out. I tried like 6 different guys before I found one guy that I can literally leave. I'm leaving to Mexico on the 25th, and I can trust that he's gonna be able to take care of the shop. I don't have to worry about that. So that's really, really awesome that I have that community and that team. And yes, only 2 of us. You don't need to have a ton of employees to make this kind of money. A lot of businesses, for them to hit $500,000 a year, they gotta have like 10 employees. We really don't need to have that. We just need to have strategic sales, strategic marketing, and learn how to be effective when doing installations and being able to push out 4 or 5 cars a day and make between $1,000 or $500 to $2,000 in a day. Sometimes it's gonna be more, sometimes it's gonna be less, but it just depends on where you're at. My city, I only have 70,000 people in this city with the average income of $50,000. The city next to me is one of the most, I think they said, one of the most bankrupt cities in California, and there's like 15 shops there. Here in my city, we have, I think, 3 or 4 shops, which I rank number 1. And then we have Galt, which is nearby, which is like, I think, no more than like 15, 20,000 people. So I'm not in a major city like Los Angeles. I'm not in a huge market. We do have Elk Grove in Sacramento, about 45 minutes to an hour away from us. And we do sometimes get clients from there, but we work with the most, most of the people in our city. So, okay, so last point I want to make. And these are topics I'm going to go over more. I want to release a video a day on each topic, on different topics, but this is kind of a general, hello, welcome to my channel, and kind of give you guys a run around of what's going on. The heat wall demonstration has brought me so many sales, and I plan on upgrading my heat wall to an even more badass heat wall, and we're going to offer 2 more films. Having that heat wall demonstration gives people that like, oh my gosh, like I got to feel what it's like in my car, and it's so hot. So it gives you the opportunity to upsell from a $225 job to a $325 job by adding a front windshield and a clear film, or taking that $325 job to a $600 job because that client feels our ceramic lining blocks out 3 times more heat, and then adding that front windshield for another $150, and now you're looking at a $600 job from one client, and just say you have 4 clients for that day. Very peaceful day. It's not a bad day. It's not a really stressful day depending on your car, on the cars that you have, but that's how you can make big bucks. And first year it's going to be hard, but you're going to be able to do it. Now, the reason that I kind of make these videos is because I do want to advertise my school that I had and almost done building. It's going to be, I believe, the best tint school in the entire country. I'm gonna literally show you guys everything that I could possibly think that you guys can learn, from top loading, bottom loading, hand cutting, plotter cutouts, different door panels, different techniques, PowerPoint showing you a lot of stuff that I wish I would have known when I would have started, and I would have saved a lot of money. Branding and marketing. It's a 5-day course here in Northern California, which I will be revealing pretty soon here, but we don't market it yet. But that's going to be kind of the outro and intro to this channel. So thank you guys. Please subscribe. This is going to be something that I'm going to put a lot of work into, and we're going to be constantly releasing content for the tint industry. Again, my name is Julio, and I'm signing out. Check me out on Instagram, I think I'm on Facebook, on Instagram, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.